This is the menu button here. Press the menu button. You can go through the menu options, scan options, etc. I would leave these options now. The only option you really need to know is the radio settings, and then you want to move to the modulation bit. So if you want it to listen to AM, you need to change the modulation to AM. There's a modulation there, so it's 38, so the menu shortcut is number 38. So you can change it to FM or AM. So you need to do this with every single AM station on this. So the C stations, you've got a few of these. These are all FM. So they're stored as FM. But when you get to the airports, so there's loads of airports. Gloucester Airport, Manchester Approach. It still says FM, so it won't work properly until you change it. So then you press menu again, and then the shortcut code, which was 38, and then change it to AM. You need to do this with everyone. This is because it's got military activation. Military frequencies are usually out with the normal airband frequencies, so you need to activate them for AM because it would normally be a normal VHF FM modulation. This radio also has Bluetooth, which you can switch off by pressing the blue button for a long period of time. Turns it on and off. There's also a Bluetooth app for this radio, which I would not recommend downloading until you know how to use it, because it's easy to delete all the message, all of this, all the stored channels and all the settings and everything. So if you do decide to use the app, you must remember to download from the radio first and save it before you do anything else, or you could wipe all the stored channels off the radio. It also has Bluetooth settings for connecting to headphones, so you have to change the mode. The Bluetooth's not on there now, so it won't let me do that. So go back, turn it on, and then change the mode. So you want to change it to emitter, and then you can search. But again, you need to watch a few videos on YouTube. There's loads of ones how to do stuff, like for OZ Master. This is what this is for. If you want to change the menu back to the old style of menu, press radio and then change display number 15, and you can change it to dual or single. So the dual means you've got the same as the classic, where you can monitor 2 channels at once, or if you go to single, it means you can only monitor 1 channel at once. So we go back to there. So this is in dual mode, so that's like the old style. Some people prefer the old way. Me personally, I prefer the new one, but it's what you like the best. On the side of the radio, that's your transmit button, which won't work in AM, but it will work on the other FM channels, so be careful. The button underneath it puts the torch on, and then you press it again, it'll flash. You can press and hold it in as well, and then it'll set off the FM radio, so you can tune into normal broadcast radio if you want to listen to Radio 2 or something like that. I don't really bother with it. It's handy if you're camping. And then there's a button at the bottom which does the same. Now press the button in the bottom and hold it in, and it'll give you weather alerts, but they're not applicable to this country, so you can change what that button does in the menu. But again, it's quite a process, shall we say. And if you ever do anything like I've just done and I don't know how to get back out of it, you can turn the radio off and back on again, and it will take you back to the start again. So if you ever do something that you don't know where you are, so you're in the menu, say you're in here and you don't know what you're doing, you can either just press and hold that button and it should take you back, or just turn it off, back on again. And that's basically the quick guide. That's your USB for programming the radio in the future if you want to do that, but again it's awkward. That's your port, K-style port for programming, or headphones and a microphone. Or you can charge it on the bottom. There's a wee charge port there. What I do recommend with these radios, and not all radios of this caliber, is probably best to charge it off the radio. That's what I always do anyway. It's just safer because you hear stories about over voltages and all the rest, so I just charge it off it. It's just safer. But there you go. That's a quick guide. Not a very good quick guide, but a quick guide nonetheless.